People say that thoughts create karma, and sometimes our biggest fears keep on recurring in our minds on a daily basis. So, how do we stop that flow of thoughts, and how do we stop those fears from materializing, and also how to cut down on unwanted karma?
Whoa. See, this whole karma business has been very misunderstood and been projected as a fatalistic process. Karma means this. Karma means action. Literally translates as action. As you sit here, there is physical activity going on, there is mental activity going on, there's emotional activity going on, there's energy activity going on. These four dimensions of karma are happening within you every moment of your life, both in wakefulness and in sleep, it's happening. Now if I ask you a question, since today morning, since you woke up to this moment, how much of these four dimensions of karma are you conducting consciously? How much do you think? Percentage? Well below 1%, believe me. It's way below 1%. When 1% of your life, let us say, is conducted consciously and 99% accidentally, you must be shit scared of life. How else to live? If you're driving a car and 99% it is accidental the way you're driving, will you be scared or not? So fear is a consequence of your inability to manage the nature of your intellect. See, your life's experience is happening this way. These are three dimensions. There is something called as memory, which feeds you all the time. Memory is not just what you remember. You don't remember 10 generations ago how your great-grandmother looked, do you? You don't, but her nose is sitting on your face, yes or no? You have genetic memory, you have evolutionary memory, you have karmic memory, articulate and inarticulate levels of memory. This entire thing is memory, head to toe. Every cell in the body is memory, isn't it? We can take one cell and create the whole of you, and that's how your parents also did. Just one cell, and see, you become like this. So, there is enormous amount of memory in this. This memory rules certain things, but there is a present experience. Memory is of the past, but the present is of experience, your ability to experience. If you want to experience anything, you must be conscious, you must be aware, only then you can experience. The future is an imagination. So memory, experience and imagination, it is between these three dimensions in which you exist. Memory you cannot change because it's already there. Present you don't have to change because that is also here right now. It's only the imagination which you can change. So what are you fearful about? Something that will happen or you think will happen, isn't it? Fear is always about something which does not exist right now, it's always about what will happen. So you are suffering that which does not exist. If you're suffering that which does not exist, there are psychiatric terms for that. Hello? Your only comfort is everybody is in the same state. That's how it is in asylum usually. Everybody is in the same condition. But right now people are in this condition, what happened 10 years ago they can still suffer, what may happen day after tomorrow they already suffer. They're suffering things which does not exist, simply because in your education system, you are studying about everything except how to manage this. If you do not know how to manage this, it doesn't matter how much nonsensical information you have gathered, it'll be not of much use to your life. You must know how to keep this, how to conduct this body, how to conduct this mind, how to conduct this emotional structure and the energy structure. If you do not know anything about this, then you are an accidental being. You being fearful is good, otherwise you may cause enormous harm to yourself.
Next question is something which all students deal with is, how does one figure out their passion? And should one necessarily follow their passion even if it means sacrificing comfort, lifestyle or geographical proximity to family? And should passion always override such considerations which might also be important in their own right?
See, let us understand what is passion. Passion is just a certain thought in your mind to which you invest certain emotion. That's your passion. right? You can be passionate about a certain activity, you can be passionate about a certain person, you can be passionate about a certain thing. How did this happen? It's a thought in which you invested a certain amount of emotion. I'm saying, if you know this, and if you know how to generate thoughts consciously and invest emotion consciously, this wouldn't even be an issue. Right now, passions are happening compulsively. What happens compulsively will lead you wherever it leads you. Sometimes it takes you to a good place, sometimes it takes you to a bad place. But if it means so much to you, it means so much to you means it is just that you have invested so much emotion in it. That's all it is. Because you've invested so much emotion in it, you may not be able to look at it logically once again. You have lost your fundamental discretion simply because you've invested so much emotion in it. I don't think that's a way to build one's life. One must build their life consciously. But most people don't understand what is building life consciously, they only do things by chance. This is why those who are successful are stressed, those who have failed are frustrated, both are suffering. What else should happen in their life? That's what they need to look at. What needs to happen in their life is, they must learn to conduct their physical body, their psychological process, their emotional process and the fundamental energy process in the body consciously. If this happens consciously, this will happen the way you want. If this happens the way you want, you living joyfully or blissfully is a natural thing. In the world, what you do is not according to your passion. In the world, what you do is what is most needed today. That's what you must do. This is my passion, the world doesn't need it, but you keep on doing it, what is the point? What we are referring to as life is essentially a certain combination of time and energy. We can make many things out of it, but essentially this life is a certain amount of time and certain amount of energy. Time is rolling away for all of us at the same time. It's rolling away at the same pace. If you sit, it goes, if you stand, it goes, if you work, it goes, if you just sleep, it goes, awake or asleep. Time is rolling away. It's the energy that we can manage. When you're youthful, or when you're in that segment of life which is referred to as youth, this is the time when your energies are at their peak and they're at their highest. Most youth do not understand this, that this level of energy, the intensity of energy is with you only in this stage of life, it's not going to last for a long time. Most youth will not understand this right now, but you must look at the older people and see they were also youth and it's happened to them and it's going to happen to you. So when your energies are at its peak, if you can bring a little more clarity and balance into your life, this energy could become a phenomenal force both for yourself and for the society and the country and the world that we live in. So it's in this context that this Youth and Truth has been launched. We hope that we will be able to bring some sense of clarity and balance into your life. After this is over, this is going on for about 3 to 4 months after this is over, we will also offer tools for transformation which will be available for all of you free of cost. It doesn't cost anything. Certain people are sponsoring these things, so it is going to go out on the platforms that we have, the online platforms. Simple things that you can do with your body and your mind so that your body and your mind never works against you. When I say your body and your mind never works against you, people are calling it by many names. People call it stress, anxiety, misery, madness, whatever you want to call it. All these things are essentially this, that your intelligence has somehow turned against you, that's all there is. Yes? If your intelligence turns against you, there is no force in the universe which can save you. So it's very, very important at this stage in your life, you make your body and your mind in such a way, your intelligence and your energy never works against you. There are enough people in the world to work against you. Leave it to them. You don't have to work against yourself. Once See, right now the situation is this. Most people don't need any enemies, they're doing fine by themselves. I don't want you to be one of them.